Good evening, my friends. Today, yeah, it's been a while since I've shared. And one of these days, I'm going to get back on track with sharing every night. And I know that I already shared on this first verse in Nehemiah. But I was thinking about Hachaliah some more and Darkness of Jah. My friend Matthew and Lisa pointed out the verse in Isaiah talks about, I, the Lord, create good and evil, darkness and light. I do all these things. I create darkness and light. And I was thinking about Hachaliah also from this perspective, because Nehemiah, he's like one of the first, right, to come back to Jerusalem to start rebuilding the wall. And then Ezra, and Cyrus, puts forth that commandment. And Nehemiah, is part of the exile, like the returning from Babylon, and part of the rebuilding of the temple. And it was interesting to me when I started thinking about this from that perspective, that Hachaliah, Nehemiah's father, his name meant Darkness of Jah, but also how that even though in the Lord there is no darkness, he is the one that pronounces judgment. And although there is no darkness in him, he is the one who allows darkness to come and brings it on the world, because he's sovereign, he's in control. And he created Satan, and he created everything that exists. God created. So this judgment, which God had brought on Israel during Hachaliah's time, like Hachaliah, his name was Darkness of Jah, but he lived in a time of the darkness of Yah. He lived through it. He lived in a time when Amos, says, woe unto you who long for the days of the Lord. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, a day of judgment, a day of, and that's another day that's coming. Like it came, the judgment that came on Jerusalem and Israel and Judah, that God judged them, and he judged the whole world, and because of his people, and there was no light in the world, and God brought judgment, and there was just darkness. And now Nehemiah is coming out of that darkness, and there's a light coming in the world again, and there's hope in the rebuilding of the wall of Jerusalem, and the rebuilding and reparation of the temple, and the restoration of God's people. There is once again light in the earth. So I just wanted to share that too. And thank you, Matthew and Lisa, for pointing out that maybe I was wrong, but also that there's more to the darkness of Yah. Amen.